Hi, I'm going to talk a little, just off the top of my head, about my early life and the gratitude that I'm noticing newly. Now, there are many people who have been uh, raised and nurtured, I guess is the word I'm looking for, nurtured by people outside of their family, in particular through uh, bureaucracies, and these could be private, preschools and daycare centers. These could be public institutions like schools. In my personal case, I was uh, placed into a what would I call it? Well, Children's Home of Florida is I believe the actual name of the organization. After I was born, um, my mother had been planning to placed me for adoption, and after I was born, she placed me immediately for adoption, and meaning I lived in a children's home, and then several months later, I was adopted by the people who I call my parents who raised me, and a few years ago, I met my birth mother, and she told me a little bit of the background of the pregnancy and the process for her in choosing to place me for adoption. Um, so there's just a kind of a string of people. It's really easy for me to focus on my birth mother, um, my adoptive parents, and my whole extended family. Um, I don't have any recollection of the people who were like social workers or whatever other, professionals, whatever other titles they had. All those people who um, helped for me to transition from the delivery of my birth until when I was adopted. There's a lot of people that were involved in that process, and of course there are a lot of people involved prior to that process, from my biological mother and biological father, and all the people, like physicians and um, gosh, I think about people who grow the food and um, deliver the um, make it so the hospitals have electricity. Just this vast array of people, this immense array of people. We might even say everyone, and we might even extend it beyond people and say the universe. All of these earthlings and the whole universe is involved in some crazy, like unpred- seemingly unpredictable sequence of events that allowed for me to be conceived and develop in terms of fetal development and beyond, and to be born and to be nurtured in terms of the social workers and bureaucrats, and then to be adopted, and then on from there, lots of other social workers and bureaucrats, from public school teachers to college professors, and you know all the rest, um, from judges to police officers to firefighters and um, paramedics, and all the employers I've ever had, and just I'm basically just going, huh, that's weird. It's normal for me to focus on particular elements of the story and particular people, like my mother and father, or now my birth mother. That's a really interesting part of the story. But my story isn't really that much different from anyone else's, um, in the sense that there is a huge array of people that have um, taken actions resulting in me being able to and actually making this video, to be alive this moment, to be who I am now, is the culmination of an immense undertaking. It's like the universe has conspired with tremendous um, detail and investment in bringing about this moment. And for you as a listener, all of the things that have allowed for you to be alive and bring you to this moment. Basically, the same thing applies. It's a vast network of people and much further beyond people, from sunlight to bugs and plants that we eat. Maybe we eat some animal products and we eat some um, plant products and we use fossil fuels and um, just it's just it's really so easy to take for granted. It's really weird and kind of amazing. And so I'm in more than a specific kind of gratitude. I'm actually just kind of like amazed. And there's definitely joy and gratitude that go along with this experience I'm having now as I speak. So thank you for listening, and yeah, welcome to the conspiracy to bring you to this moment and on from here. Where will it go? Well, now you and I, and many others, are the ones who will bring about the future. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? All right. I didn't really know where I was going with this anyway, so I think I might be about done. I did know I was going to start with just a sense of gratitude and kind of wonder at all these people and all these living beings that have allowed for me to live. And it also, historically, I was thinking earlier of, being specifically focused on, as I said, certain people, my mother, my father, my birth mother, and so on. And to actually see the really, really big picture um, doesn't in the least diminish all of the investment that has come from, a few particular people. But it's also it is amazing to me the intricacy of all of the people and all of the stuff that allowed for them, to do what they did. So once I go beyond just being appreciative of those individual people, wow, there's like the world is the roots on which this flower blossoms, or any flower blossoms. And for me, I'm seeing myself as like a blossom on a tree of life, and this vast set of roots that are hidden. I can't even imagine all the people and other living beings that have been involved in bringing about the blossoming that's happening now. And that's been going on, the cultivation and development that's been going on for apparently even longer than my own life. So people tell me. All right. Well, like I said, that could be about it. Thanks for listening. Bye.